Nima, maybe we'll try to use Overwhelming Strike. So it's a 30 with a hit of 13.
Nima's axes strike true.
So Nima will temporarily move into Rex Square. And the Bronze Warder will somehow end up in that corridor. Oh wait, no, I forgot to put in the combat advantage I was supposed to get from flanking. But that's okay, because it was a 30. Then she will
You might want to shift off of Rect Square.
Yes, I'm thinking. Sorry. She will use can I use an action point now?
Yep.
Okay. So she'll use an action point now, and she'll use Angelic Alacrity on Zaxzarrd, the Fallen, or whatever.
Also, you regain 7 hit points.
Well, that's a miss, but I'm gonna move first and deal with that.
Poor Rex.
Oh, 7 hit points?
You heal 7 hit points.
Nima back up to 47 out of 60.
Alright, she's gonna use Elven Accuracy. Okay, sorry, that was a hit of 20 with an attack of 31 versus AC.
So here's what happened. All the boys are wailing on Zaxzarrd for a good 5 rounds. Nima comes in, taps him with his axe, and he crumbles to pieces.
Small victory.
Alright, now
I believe you still have a move left.
I've got a move, and I can move
away
9
from the group.
squares. Does that sound? Whatever, that's what she's doing.
Wrecked.
Alright. Hold the breach, Wrecked! Or the doorway. How many hit points do Corvus and Winter have?
20 on Corvus out of 53. 21 out of 50 on Winter.
Yep.
Alright, Wrecked will shift 1 square to the west.
Those 2 squares.
That's because I can't see what I'm doing. And he'll use his second wind. What? What's going on?
Was Wrecked bloodied?
No, he wasn't. I won't use second wind. What the hell? I didn't click on these things.
Hymn of Resurgence came up, yeah. That's interesting. You can recharge the power.
Yeah, friggin' thing is so annoying. Okay, he'll just he'll just use Healing Word on Winter. And then go into total defense. Can you do that for me?
Sure.
Remember, Doug, that's Surge plus a bonus of 3d6 plus 10.
It's 38 hit points healed. 50 out of 50.
Not too shabby at all. As Wrecked assumes a defensive posture as he stands defiantly before this enormous bronze imposing Minotaur statue.
And, well, that'll be all.
Paldemar twirls his staff around. Now, are you sure you want to be coming closer to me? And he points the staff at Nima, and a bolt of lightning shoots out. Nima is struck for 17 lightning damage, and the beam then splits. One beam goes to strike Corvus, the other strikes Coltane. Corvus and Coltane take 15 damage. Nima down to 30 out of 60, Corvus down to 5 out of 53, Coltane down to 22 out of 60. The competent slinging goblin tries to sling Corvus. Corvus is struck in the temple, 8 damage, and he goes down. -3 and bleeding to death. Wintier.
Here's the call to attack Paldemar. Which I think is a good idea, actually. So he's gonna run sort of downish.
Be careful about being close to that statue, man.
Oh, that
It'll
statue
daze you.
says... Oh, that...
Go in the middle of the
Well,
room or something.
there's no way I'll be able to make him my quarry. Oh well. Let's stand on top of the dead Zaxzarrd. And, well, let's do a two-fanged strike. Yes, let's do that.
Nice.
Cool, against Paldemar, that's a crit for 18 damage. Second attack is a 27 for 16 damage. And if both attacks hit, you deal extra damage equal to the wisdom modifier plus 2.
As Wintier takes aim at Paldemar, Paldemar grins and turns invisible. Wintier still lets the arrows fly, but Paldemar now has total concealment, meaning your attacks are at a
Are you
negative
kidding?
5. But your critical is still a crit, a 20 is always an automatic hit. And your 27 turns into a 22.
Yep.
And just to clarify, he's only invisible to Wintier.
Really? Interesting.
22 wasn't enough.
22
Did-
misses.
Oh man, he's got crazy high AC for a wizard dude.
I think what you should be saying is he has crazy high AC for the BBEG of the adventure.
I guess.
Big bad enemy guy?
Big bad evil guy. You never heard of that expression?
Oh, no.
So Paldemar's grin fades as the arrow strikes his shoulder.
Winter sucks his teeth.
Corvus, roll that death save. And you can, if you want, you can also roll the save against the daze effect.
Okay. Both at once, or?
It's true, because it's two separate effects, right? There's the daze, and then there's the memory ripper, and then there's a death save, right?
Yeah.
So just state aloud what you're going to do first.
I'm rolling a save against death. That's a 1. That's a fail. Can I still roll against the daze?
Yes, you can.
That's a 1!
Are you kidding
And a
me?
fail.
Isn't he a human? Isn't it impossible for him to get a 1? Doesn't he have a +1 to all of his saving throws?
That's only with the feet.
Oh. Alright, and the other day's condition?
You know, he only has 2. Oh, there's the second daze condition?
Did he ever recover from that second memory ripper?
I have no idea. That's an 11. Success.
Okay, so was that success on the memory ripper or on the daze from the statue?
Whatever that last thing was that you said I had to roll against.
So let's say it was the memory ripper.
Okay.
The robed man comes down. And launches a shock bolt at Nima. Just for future reference, do I still have to tell you about crits, or was that a one-time thing?
That was a one-time thing.
The shock bolt strikes Nima square in the face for 11 damage and slows her. Nima down to 19 out of 60. The warped goblin with a terrible aim takes aim at Nima with his sling. This should be good. And he succeeds in not hitting himself in the face. The stone simply lands a good 15 feet short of its target. He clearly released at the wrong time, but he's getting a little better. A little less pathetic. The warder strikes at Rect. And despite Recht's heightened defenses, the axe still bites into him for 7 damage. Recht down to 26, I want to say. 26 out of 53.
Yep.
Coltane, let's see if he fights off the effects of the Vecna statue. And this time his human will does not prevail, maybe moving closer has strengthened the effect. Coltane is dazed.
And I can't see what I'm doing. Okay. Let me see. Balls. No, wait. Aha! Well, Coltane can charge with 9, so... 9 speed, that is. 9 speed? Yes, 9 speed. No, 7? Doesn't matter. 7's enough. Coltane will charge Paldemar.
And as he's coming at him, Paldemar grins. And he vanishes before Coltane's eyes, so tick off total concealment. Which is effectively a -5 to the attack roll.
And I fail. With a 20.
Coltane charges and swings at thin air.
I think... Did you just put total concealment on me?
No, that's to denote that you are suffering the effect. This is something...
Of missing?
You don't see Paldemar. That's there to notify you that you don't see Paldemar until you save against that effect.
That's nice.
Wait, not seeing Paldemar is something we have to save against?
Right, sorry Doug, you can roll your save now. I don't believe I mentioned it before.
No, you did not.
Okay, well, Coltane will save against his daze.
Winter succeeded in seeing Paldemar.
Can you only save against one thing per turn?
No, you save against everything. All of the things.
Individually? Or at once?
Individually.
Okay, well he fails to with a 9 to get rid of the daze. And he gets an 11 and can see Paldemar again. That's it.
Thus ends round 5. On to round 6, Nima.
This is not looking good. Alright. Nima will advance. And she will attempt to hit Paldemar.
Let's see if he turns invisible to her. He does. Vanishes before Nima's eyes, so tick off total concealment on that attack.
So that's a 24 with a hit of 13. I think I did that wrong because it says -2. Isn't it supposed to be -5?
Did you tick off concealment or total concealment?
I thought I ticked off total concealment.
It's possible that there are some other bonuses to the attack, I guess, that are getting...
Well, you should be getting a +1, but even then it should be a -4, not -2.
I am confused.
Well, you probably just ticked regular concealment.
Well, here, just try
No,
re-rolling.
I definitely...
We'll roll again just to see what happens. We're not going to count this other roll, we're just going to see if it still says -2. Don't put in any modifiers other than the total concealment.
Oh, okay.
It's -5.
Okay, so let's
Yep.
assume that for whatever reason the script messed up and put regular concealment instead of total. So that 24 turns into a...
It should be a
21?
22, because she should be getting a +1 from her +1 to all d20 rolls.
Yes.
So Nima strikes at air.
So, 22 doesn't hit.
Yeah, we figured that out before from Winter's attack.
Fantastic. Alright.
Wrecked.
Oh, do I save now, or do I save next turn?
You can save as of now.
Oh wait, that would be a 9, actually. Probably still a fail.
You need a 10
Yep.
to save on saves. Wrecked.
Oh wait, actually I'm bloodied too. No, it's only death. No, it's saving throws total. Right, so that would be an 11. Do they stack?
Your blood thread and your d20 bonus? They should.
Yeah?
Yeah, those stack.
Right, so that would be an 11.
So
Do I
Nima
still
saves.
fail?
Now saving
Yes.
throw is always... You just need a 10. So what does Wreck do?
He shifts away from the bronze warder and uses Bastion of Health on Coltane because it's a ranged 10 healing power. And Coltane gets to heal some complicated amount.
So the belt range is 5, so not that +1 from the belt, but I mean +1 is slim pickings compared to the rest of the boons.
Still 1d6 plus 8. Coltane heals 29 hit points.
Back up to 51 out of 60, still in this battle.
It's like one turn he bought himself. Right, back to Wrecked. That was a minor action, so Wrecked will now use Second Wind, which is actually, for a dwarf, another minor action.
That should take Wrecked out of Bloodied. Back up to 39 out of 53.
And he'll, because of that, maintain his defensive stance. And that's over for Wrecked. Oh, wait. Can I unover that?
Sure.
Yeah, because that's just... No, never mind. That is over. That's all. That's 3 actions. Never mind.
Alright. So Paldemar begins to cast a spell which triggers an opportunity attack from both Nima and Coltane, if you choose to take it. If you are taking it, let me know before you roll.
Definitely taking it.
Is Coltane not taking it?
I can't take opportunity actions because I'm dazed.
Gotcha.
Even though it would probably do like 18 damage.
Can I take it?
Yes, you can.
Alright, I'm trying to figure out if there are any bonuses I'm forgetting.
+1 to your attack and +2 to your damage.
So it's 25 with a hit of 18.
Nima's axes bite into Paldemar.
Also, did you say 18 damage?
I did. I was predicting if Coltane had attacked, but yielded.
Paldemar waves his wand at Coltane after Nima has chopped into him, and siphons away some of Coltane's power. Coltane cannot use daily or encounter powers save ends. And you can see the power transfer through the staff and into Paldemar. I'm using the weakened condition, but that's just to denote that you can't use daily or encounter powers save ends.
Oh joy.
The Warp Goblin is running forward and hurls a Slingstone at Wintier. Strikes the elf for 8 damage, Wintier down to 42 out of 50, Wintier up.
God, just kill those goblins, man.
Nah, man, I think we should focus on Paldemar.
He has like 400 hit points.
No, we can do it. We can do it. Winter shakes his head, gets his beady eyes back on Paldemar, does a splintering shot.
Before you roll it, let me see if you see him.
Sorry, he has 400 hit points, and he can go invisible every time we attack him.
Paldemar vanishes before Wintier's eyes.
Every time? Oh, jeez. So